Hi, I've been asked to make this video for Save Lennox. I'm really sorry for it being quite so late. I've chosen to make this video today because tomorrow the judge will make the final decision on Lennox. It's 10 AM Greenwich Mean Time. It's been over 2 years that Lennox has been behind bars. His family have been without him and he has been suffering. I've spoken about Lennox before. I just want to recap on his story. He was a 5-year-old American Bulldog Labrador cross who was taken from his home on a warrant intended for another dog, not because he'd done anything wrong. He'd never been aggressive, he'd never been dangerous, he'd never bitten anyone. But he was taken because of the way he looked, and he looked like a pit bull type. He's since been held in kennels more than 2 years. He's had 2 birthdays in kennels, and his family have been without him. Reminder that Lennox acts as a dog for a disabled child. She's very unwell, and unsurprisingly all the stress from having her dog taken from her has not helped. Lennox's owners did everything right. They've had him licensed, tattooed, microchipped, insured, everything, and they need to do every year they've done it right. And yet they're being punished for having an aggressive dog, and he's not been deemed aggressive on his behaviour or his temperament, but on the way he looks. 2 independent assessors have looked at Lennox and have found him to be not dangerous. They find him to be nervous around strangers, whereas one council member who assessed him said that she was too scared to get near him. He was that aggressive. Well, these pictures emerged, and this is what she told under oath. She said that he was too aggressive. These pictures show you how really aggressive Lennox is. She didn't really tell the truth, did she? Lennox doesn't look aggressive at all. He's licking her face. And she's not far away from him. She's up close cuddling him. This whole case should have been thrown out. This is just wrong that someone has been allowed to lie and these photos have emerged and he's still been deemed dangerous because of these words. Worst thing of it is the decision just hasn't been made. The 24th of May was when a decision was supposed to be made as to what would happen. And we've had to wait another 2 weeks now, is it? And the decision will be tomorrow. Lennox has worldwide support. On the 24th of May, worldwide people wore green for him. Every time he's had a court case, the world has lit a light for Lennox. The celebrity dog trainer, Victoria Stillwell, has offered him a home with her in the States where he is not illegal, and yet he's still in kennels. We just remind you of his condition as he's been through kennels. The first picture his family had received. Notice that he's on concrete with sawdust for bedding. There's no toys, no enrichment, and there's poo evident. Second picture, and bear in mind his family have had no contact with Lennox. Have a look at the second picture. Notice that they weren't even considerate enough to get his face in shot. And looking at the worsening condition of his skin, vets and officials have deemed sawdust unsuitable bedding for a dog, especially with allergies like Lennox. But these 3 final pictures are the most recent. As you can see, his condition's worsened, and people are appalled. Rightly so. Anyone in the normal world would be charged with animal cruelty or neglect, and yet these kennels are allowed to get away with it. There is a family who are missing a very much loved member, and tomorrow the judge needs to make a decision. We all pray that it's the right one, but now he just needs to make a decision and stick to it. It's not fair holding anyone in this state where he's not free, he's not dead. While he's still alive, we can still fight. But even if he does die, and the decision is that he is to be destroyed, and no one really wants to hear that decision of his supporters, if that is the decision, his death can't really be in vain. We need to fight this stupid law and stop any others going through this, because so many others do. majority have got their dogs back. They're filled with a lifetime of restrictions. But we need to get rid of this law. I'm still praying that he will make the right decision tomorrow. That Lennox will be allowed to go free and go back to his family, where a little girl who clearly loves him will have her pet dog back. But no matter what the outcome is tomorrow, as long as the decision is made, whether it's the right one and that he's freed and goes home, or it's the wrong one, and Lennox has to lose his life to a stupid law which protects no one and punishes people who do the right thing, we have to get rid of this law now. So thank you, Save Lennox, for giving me the opportunity to make this video. I'm very sorry it's so late. And to Lennox's family and all his supporters, this video is not just for Lennox. His decision is going to be made tomorrow. But it's this law we need to fight. Not just Belfast City Council, who have lied and cheated and done whatever they have to allow this dog to be in this position from an illegal warrant on a case that just shouldn't exist. We need to get rid of the law that put him there in the first place. Thanks for listening. He's hoping that Lennox is freed tomorrow.